Hi everybody, I'm Tom Ruby. I'm the CEO of Bluegrass Critical Thinking Solutions. I'm a retired Air Force colonel with a lot of experience in national security and strategy development. I'd like to welcome you to this webinar where we're going to develop an appreciation for the details of what strategy is. We're going to define strategy right out of the box, and we're going to look at very specifically two of the key aspects at the beginning of the strategic planning process. First of all, defining our objectives, very specifically defining our objectives in writing, and then looking at the operational environment and seeing what our assumptions about that environment are and whether or not they're actually valid. Those are the two key starting points in strategy. We're going to use examples from academic literature, but most importantly, from conflicts over the past several decades, and we're going to look at those and see how we can apply those to your businesses so that you can become even more effective senior leaders. I really look forward to talking to you, learning from you, and hopefully helping you become even more prosperous.
I'm retired General Frank Kearney, and my presentation is titled Military Processes, How to Think and Not What to Think. I'll give you an overview of the Army's leadership philosophy of mission command, which focuses on the what and the why of the mission and empowers the subordinate leaders to develop the how. I will explain the military decision-making process and two key concepts, leader's intent and briefbacks. Lastly, I will explain the Army's process for learning as an organization, which we refer to as the after-action review. I look forward to the session with you.
Hi, I'm Brigadier General Mark Kimmitt. In this session, we'll talk about an issue that has great application for both the military and the business world, strategic communications. Some years ago, I was the U.S. military spokesman in Baghdad, and one of the toughest things that I had to do was to stand at the podium and explain the Abu Ghraib prison scandal. It was a tough time to explain that, and it was tough to explain it to the world. During this session, I'd like to explain some of the best practices I learned during that time, perhaps share a few stories that might be helpful for effective communications and effective communicators. I look forward to our session together.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dean Dudley. I've taught game theory and economics for over 30 years. My session is on game theory, and in it we will cover strategic decision-making in competitive environments. Before you can know how to act, you first must know the strategic environment you are in, the game you are playing. Knowing the game allows you to define what success is and determine what you need to do today to achieve tomorrow's success. If you are an intuitive leader, game theory gives you a structure on which you can explain your vision of success to your key stakeholders. If you are a passionate stakeholder, game theory gives you the scaffolding on which to mount a proposal in a way it can be heard.
Hello, my name is Kevin Holzimmer, and I can't wait for you to join my webinar entitled Strategic Leadership in a Dynamic Environment. It begins with an analysis of a relatively unknown theater of operations during World War II. These group of senior military officers had to overcome various obstacles and create an organization that helped win the war in the Far East. Their story of overcoming first an unexpected operating environment and secondly creating an effective strategy can help you create an organization that is resilient and resourceful, as well as creating innovative strategies. I hope you'll join me so that we can study these men and their stories and how their lessons can help you with your endeavors.
Hello, my name's Jonathan Crawford. I will be delivering to you a practical guide to successful negotiation in complex environments. I will cover the role of a negotiator and negotiation process within a crisis management team, as well as then additionally identifying barriers to success, as well as drivers for successful resolution. Look forward to it. Join myself and Nada later on in April.
Hi, I'm Matt Feely. I'm excited to meet you in seminar where we'll discuss two concepts that scholarly research and my experience prove are effective in helping organizations when crises strike. The two concepts will help your organization face the hallmarks of crisis situations: volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. The two concepts will also help ensure that every employee has the best opportunity to meet the extreme demands that they'll face. The two concepts: first, phasing, a technique which divides large complex operations into a series of smaller, less intimidating ones; and second, environmental scanning, an alternative technique to scenario planning, useful when the future is uncertain. Together, the concepts will help your organization remain calm, cool, and collected, to realize that the crisis has been anticipated, that a plan exists, and that progress will be made. I'm excited to see you soon. I look forward to meeting you.
Aloha, I'm Deb Lewis, known as Colonel Deb, coming to you from Hilo, Hawaii, and we're here to talk about how to armor up with mental toughness. And when you armor up with mental toughness, you're going to be able to turn those daily battles into sweet victories and liberate the best in your teams. And so one of the ways we're going to do that is I'm going to answer for you, what's that number one problem that's ready to undermine and oppose your efforts and good intentions? I can't wait for us to get together. I look forward to it. Please join me. It's going to be on April 24th. And I look forward to being with you. It's going to fly by.